I wonder if there's spiders. I've wanted to visit Jupiter Artland for quite a long time now, so today is the day. We've come to Jupiter Artland. It's sunny / cloudy. We've come on a Monday, so we're hoping it's not too busy, and we're going to have a wee wander around the lovely grounds, see what it has to offer, see what there is to see what feasts there are for our eyes. It's open between the months of May and September. So yeah, let's have a wee wander. The entry cost to Jupiter Artland is £10 each for an adult, and we get a little map when we arrive to show us round where we're going. There's also a cafe, which if you've been watching our vlogs you'll know we do like a little treat every now and again, so we may have to stop at the cafe for a little beverage at some point. Jupiter Artland is the brainchild of husband and wife Robert and Nikki Wilson. After moving into Bonington House and its 100-acre estate, their love of all things art led them to create Jupiter Artland, and it opened to the public in 2009.
What do you think of the Tracy Emin exhibition?
She's not my cup of tea. I actually preferred the intricate ceiling in that room. For me, that was more impressive. Works by some of Britain's best artists are on display in the grounds, and it's regarded as one of the finest privately owned modern art collections in the UK.
Me looks so young when me's cross. How old is me anyway? Me loves me.
It's so weird, but kind of magical. Like just a little weird shop in the middle of the woods with scary dolls. It's freaky. Oh. I don't like it. I'm at the end now. It's just like lots of tree trunks hanging in a dark outhouse. I wonder if there's spiders. Maybe we need to come back. Or maybe that is the installation. The countdown.
I think it might be.
Really? Wow. Most of the sculptures on display are specially commissioned, and whilst the artists aren't given a specific brief by Robert and Nikki, they're invited to stay with them, sometimes for months, to really get to know the surroundings, connect with this really magical place, and also select the site they feel best suits their creation. I'm enjoying it. It's a feast for the eyes, and you never know what's round each corner. There's a good view of the Forth Bridges from here. And Ewan informs me that he'd like to climb this structure. But he's not allowed to, because no climbing allowed. I kind of understand what he means though. You kind of do want to just like hang from it and do mad shit, but yeah.
Mad shit? Can I do it? Can I climb it?
Ewan asked what this is and I said it's a bloody trip hazard. That's what it is.
Enjoying yourself there?
I'm having a great time. Oh. Little bit freaky in these woods. They come alive at night.
Don't say that.
And start playing in the woods. And then as soon as the sun comes up, they freeze. Just chilling with my shotgun. No, I'm anti-gun. But here I am with my big gun. This graveyard asks us to think about how we mark lives that have passed. It's not a real graveyard. This feature is called the Cells of Life. Let's see what it has to say for itself. Terraced earthworks with embedded paths, summit sculptures and inscriptions, mounds of soil and turf. A landform celebration of the cell as the basis of life. We know all about cells when it comes to life. We're experts when it comes to that. That's what 8 rounds of IVF will do for you. Kind of reminds me of the Teletubbies. I just expect to see them poking out from behind the grass. So they've got a little lake place that we're having a wee walk around. It's very nice and peaceful. I like it because there's not actually too many people here today, which is nice. I can imagine if this place was really busy, it would kind of take a bit of the magic away. It's Wishing Tree Island behind me. Lots of wishes are hung up and bells ring in the wind. I've just made that part up about the wishes. I don't know if that's true. Inside the boathouse is a collection of water from 100 rivers around the British Isles. We've done quite a bit of walking. We've explored the whole area as far as I'm aware, and we built up a bit of an appetite, so we're going to go now to the cafe and have a little snackington. Well, the food in that cafe was beautiful. I had like burrata with a kind of like watermelon kind of, what's the word, jus, I don't know, and bits of watermelon. It was so beautiful. The chips were amazing, really, really nice. And then we finished with a brownie, which was good, but I would say the brownie was a little bit dry. It's a little bit crumbly. It wasn't as kind of like fudgy as I would have liked, but all in all, top marks. So we've enjoyed our time at Jupiter Artland. We've been here for a few hours. It's a really nice place to have a wander around, and there are some cool little installations. If I was being kind of picky, I would say there could maybe be a wee bit more, but it was good. I enjoyed it. My favourite one, I think, was the creepy doll house. I really liked that. So yeah, I'm glad we came. I'm glad we can tick this one off the list. I would recommend it if you're in the area, if you're in Edinburgh. It's not too far a drive. Certainly on a nice day, it's a nice place to just have a little walk around and check out the artwork. Some of it will be to your taste, some of it won't be. That is the nature of art. Thanks for watching. We'll be back next week with an exciting update. We've got some news to share, so we'll see you then.